Aloha guys, welcome back to my channel. Nina here. Today we're going to talk about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Woo woo! So as you probably know if you've been following my channel, I just got back from there. I actually went on Friday the 13th. I know, spooky. But I thought we would talk about, about the party in general and how the trick-or-treat stations work, and especially for those with food allergies or who are vegan, we're going to talk about that as well. So first thing is just the overall generalness of the party. So Mickey's Not So Scary is an additional party ticket. It is not included with your general park admission. It is a late night party. It starts at 7 and ends about midnight-ish. So if you got tired kiddos, you might want to double think this party. But if you love Halloween and you love some innocent spookiness and you love some, crazy characters and you love trick-or-treating and you love Disney's entertainment, this just might be the party for you. So anyway, I went to Mickey's Not So Scary, like I said, on Friday the 13th. I did go in costume, so I know a lot of you wonder, should I dress up? Do I have to dress up? It's totally up to you. I saw people not in costume. I saw people in elaborate, amazing costumes, and I was there in a semi-simple family homemade kind of costume. So who was I? Well, if you've seen the video, you will know who I was. I was Boo from Monsters, Inc. So I had my hair in pigtails with little pink, puff balls. I got a long, oversized pink nightgown t-shirt from Amazon. I think it was about 12 bucks. I wore some purple pants that I already own, and of course my white Chuck Taylors, which I also already owned because Boo just wears white socks. Now I did see several Boos at the party, but they were lacking something that I had. So for you guys to know a little background on this, I went to the party alone as an adult, almost like a childless millennial. I left my kids at home. I know, they were sad, mommy's going to party without me. But they were very much involved with my costume, so they had decided that mom should be Boo. But, kind of a pink shirt and purple pants, it's kind of like generic. I almost could have just been walking around looking like I was wearing my nightgown all day. So they decided what I needed was Little Mikey. Do you guys know who Little Mikey is? Little Mikey is the stuffed animal that Mike Wazowski has in the Monsters, Inc. movie. He is brown, he has one giant eyeball and 4 legs, and that is Little Mikey. In fact, in the movie, Sully gives Boo Little Mikey to calm her down. Mike freaks out because, of course, that's his stuffed animal. And then Boo starts screaming, and it's a fun scene. But anyway, my kids decided I needed a Little Mikey. So I go on the internet, and I'm trying to find myself a Little Mikey. Of course, Disney did make a stuffed Little Mikey, but it was $35. Which I really didn't need to be spending on a costume. So my 10-year-old daughter decided she would crochet me one. Now this is where the story continues. Sorry if I'm switching tracks a little bit. So my daughter custom makes me a Little Mikey that she made on her own without a pattern, just by looking at like a fuzzy picture that I had gotten off the internet. Well, halfway through the process, she's 10, she's a perfectionist. She started feeling a little down about herself because her Little Mikey he wasn't perfect. And even though I loved him and I absolutely said I cannot wait to show off her Little Mikey, she was a little embarrassed. There were a few tears and it was kind of a sad moment. But anyway, moving along, I took Little Mikey with me to Magic Kingdom, to Mickey's Not So Scary, and of course he totally made my costume. Everyone knew I was Boo. They all knew who I was. They absolutely loved my Little Mikey. And of course, as I'm telling everyone the story about how my 10-year-old daughter actually made him for me, it just made the whole thing even better. Now this is where I want to enter in a cast compliment, hashtag cast compliment. I was actually at the World of Disney store. I think that's what it's called. It's the big Disney store down at Main Street. I was in there towards the end of the day. Cast member saw my costume, she heard my story, and she wanted to film a little thing for my daughter to cheer her up and make her feel proud for what she designed and she created. And now cast members, I absolutely love the cast members. They truly always make our trips. They go above and beyond, and I am not talking about giving us freebies, people. I'm talking about just chatting with them, having a conversation with them. They are amazing. So anyway, I want you to watch Ashley give a little, props to my 10-year-old daughter. So check this out.
Hi Lillian, this is Ashley from the most magical place on earth, and Mickey and I just want to let you know that we love your little Mikey. It's the best thing I've ever seen, and I would love for you to make me one, but I hope you have a magical rest of your night. Awesome.
All right, so Ashley totally did not have to do that. She volunteered to film herself on video, and I do not have Twitter, but I do have Instagram, so I will be blasting that video as well because I want Ashley to get her props. She didn't have to do that. So anyway, I come home, I share that video with my daughter, and she just sparkled. She was so happy to hear that everyone loved her little Mikey. And Ashley, thank you so much. You made my daughter's day. I know it's really hard when you're 10 and you're trying to be confident, and she's such a perfectionist, and you guys have kids, like it's just, Ashley, thank you. So anyway, you guys are probably wondering, if you don't know who little Mikey is, you're wondering what he looks like. So this is my little Mikey. Isn't he cute? See if I can do him. He's got the 4 legs, he's got the 2 arms, he's got the giant eyeball, and he's got 2 little horns on his head. I did pop one of the horns because I was hugging him a little tight that night. But this is little Mikey. So my daughter crocheted him herself, not from a pattern, just from a picture. And she's 10, guys, 10. You can't tell me she didn't do a fabulous job. So anyway, Ashley, thanks again. So anyway, back to my story about Mickey's Not So Scary. So you guys can wear a costume or you cannot. But the party is all about a few things. It's all about trick-or-treating, meeting crazy obscure characters that do not come out much. It's about seeing the Hocus Pocus, Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular. It's about seeing the Boo to You parade. And it's about seeing, let's see what it's called, nope, that's not what it's called Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular, the fireworks show. So that's what it is. So we went trick-or-treating. So what you do is the party starts at 7, and as soon as you come in, they give you a trick-or-treat bag. Because I have food allergies and I am vegan, I got a special trick-or-treat bag. So here is mine. Oops, backwards. This is my trick-or-treat bag. It's the color of food allergies, which is teal. So the cast members are supposed to see this and they will automatically know that you are not getting the regular candy. It actually says on the back of here to pick up your teal treat bag, which is what this is. Collect your teal tokens at any treat location, and then you will redeem the tokens for safe, allergen-friendly candy later at that location. So anyway, again, this is my treat bag. If you don't have food allergies, you got a different treat bag. So anyway, this is the map they give you right here. This is the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party map. And on here it shows 13 treat locations. And they are all spread out. It's kind of hard to see, but they start at Main Street and they go all the way around. 13 stations. Now I'm mentioning this because again, if you have littles and you get tired easily, this was a lot of walking for candy. It just was. So I think in the half an hour time that we had, we went to 5 stations and we just got a handful of candy. That's fine. I think each station, the normal candy people got about 2 to 3 pieces per station, and I got 1 token. This is a token. Some of the tokens actually said something on here, like please redeem for, allergen-friendly candy later. But this is the token. So when you go up, and this is all in my video if you guys have seen the video of me actually doing this. So you go to Trick or Treat and there's 2 aisles of candy. Doesn't matter which aisle you get into. And the cast members are automatically just gonna chuck normal candy into your bag. And that's great, except if you have a food allergy. So I had to, before I could say trick or treat or hi, how are you? I was practically yelling, token, token, food allergy token, because it's kind of loud and crazy over there. There's tons of people everywhere, but the cast members will give you one of these. You put them in your bag. At the end of the night, you will redeem those tokens for candy. So anyway, the non-allergy people, you just fill up your bag with candy. You treat as much as you want, and I mean as much as you want, and then take home all your candy. And it did seem to be like they had some good candy in there, like some good brand name candy. In fact, we were waiting for the Hocus Pocus show, and there were some adults next to us, yes, without children, and they were just gobbling up the candy like they were 5. I love it. And I say this again, people, this is not just for kids. So do not be shocked if you see adults doing this. This is for everybody. Disney is built for everybody. I don't care if you have kids or don't have kids, or you're just grandparents. Everybody gets to go. Everybody can trick or treat. And I know I went without my children and I still had a blast. So just remember that. So anyway, if you are normal candy trick or treat people, then you got your candy, you can eat, you can enjoy. If you are like me, you have to go to one of 2 trade-in stations, and they have a whole setup. Again, this is in the video. They have a whole setup of examples of the type of candy you can trade your token for. And what I loved about it is they had the ingredients. So if you didn't know which ingredients were in which items, you could look it up right then in the moment and make an educated decision. Of course, they also had, I think it's called surf treats available as well, but I can't eat those because they have gelatin in them. So I basically told the cast member anything that was Enjoy Life and anything that was a Sun Butter something. It was like a Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup, but it was made with Sun Butter. And I will show a picture right here of all the candy that I did get. Of course, that was for my kids. I put them in my suitcase, took them home. My kids have eaten them. This is all that's left. So I got a handful of pieces for my 5 trick-or-treat stations I went to. Had I done all 13 stations, I would have had a mound of candy. So one of the examples we got was a pack of mini cookies. We got the fruit and seed mix. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, there you go, that's better. This my kids love. It's just a little packet of chocolate chip morsels, which I told them they can't eat because mom's gonna make cookies with that later. And then we got several of these. These are just the Enjoy Life miniature versions. They also had the Rice Crisp ones. And again, we got the peanut butter cup ones that were made out of Sun Butter, but we already ate those. So anyway, so that's what you do if you trick or treat. So normal candy people, fill up your bag. Allergen friendly people, get your token, trade for your candy later. Now mixed in with all the candy stations are characters. There are crazy obscure characters that do not come out all the time that you can see. Now this wasn't on my itinerary for the evening. I was a little disappointed that they didn't have more villains. Like, please, I would love to meet Maleficent. Disney, if you're watching, Maleficent at Mickey's Not So Scary. Yeah, let her know. Anyway, oh, and the dragon, maybe the dragon, you know, Murphy, let's meet him. Anyway, so there were a bunch of characters out. We walked past Jafar, we walked past Jack Sparrow, we saw Tarzan and Jane, which I thought was really funny because what do they have to do with Halloween? I don't know, but they had a really long line, and why not meet Tarzan and Jane and Turk? And of course, the big popular people to meet are Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. So anyway, so you've got your treating and your character meet and greets, but I wasn't there for either of those things. I was there for the Sanderson sisters. That's right, people. So I waited in front of the castle for over an hour to be front row so that I could see the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular. That video is also up. Please make sure you check it out. But I do love me some Sanderson sisters. The show is actually amazing. They have many villains that kind of pop up in the show, including Maleficent, so maybe she was too busy getting ready for the show that she couldn't do a meet and greet. And then directly after the show, they have the Boo to You parade, which I love. It's one of my favorite Disney parades. That video is also up. After the parade comes the fireworks show. Now, I specifically love this fireworks show because of the projections that they put on the castle and the lighting, and then to the music with the fireworks, and they even have Oogie Boogie's dice show up like in squares or rectangles in the sky. I mean, Disney just does an amazing job. So if you're just there for some Halloween Disney entertainment, I mean, Mickey's Not So Scary is just amazing. It's just amazing. I absolutely love it. And of course, there's several, let's see here. The fireworks show is only at one time. It's at 10:15. But the Hocus Pocus show, there's 3 times. So if you are an adult without kids, or maybe you have older kids, or you are that childless millennial, you can go at 12. And so while everyone else is, sorry, my phone is going off. While everyone else is, you know, putting their kids to sleep because, you know, their kids are tired out, you can catch that thing at 12 a.m. and probably have an empty, you know, an empty show. The Boo to You Parade is also at 2 times. And then there's other things as well as the Monstrous Scream-O-Ween Ball, the Storybook Circus Disney Junior Jam. And a lot of you asked me about the Descendants. I know I'm wearing my Descendant shirt right now. Long live evil, people. Long live evil. They do have a Disney's Descendants party as well. It runs from 7 till midnight. So it's just a night full of fun. I think the hardest thing about this party is just deciding what, because you can't do it all. It's like going to the parks for the day. You cannot do it all, which is why I totally understand why locals, I wish I was a local. Locals, I want to be you. They could just go and go and go to this party and do different segments of the party each time they go so they can actually see it all. But it's really just impossible to see it all. So you kind of have to pick and choose, you know, what's more important to us? Is it the trick-or-treating? Is it the characters? Is it the show? Is it the Descendants? Or is it the specialty food and beverages you can get? See that right there? Now, I can't eat any of these per my allergies, but they had a Mucka Mucka Muck cupcakes, Jack and Sally push pops, Constance for better or for worse wedding cake. Of course, Constance is the bride from the Haunted Mansion. They had a pumpkin spice milkshake, the Headless Horseman cheesecake, and a bunch of other really delicious items. I mean, I'm sure they're delicious. I just can't eat them. And then, of course, they have great photo pass opportunities. So anyway, Mickey's Not So Scary. It's a great time. It's a great night. If you love Halloween, give it a try. But I'm just giving you guys some caution because it is an expensive party. And if you have kids who tire out quickly or you've been in the park all day, it's just something to think about. If it's really in your budget to spend on this, because for me alone, I was $90. So if you're bringing a husband and a couple of kids, I mean, the price kind of adds up. But anyway, I absolutely love Mickey's Not So Scary. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was nice and informative for you. Please let me know if you go to the party what you thought. Oh, and I forgot to say it was also really crowded. I don't know if it was because it was Friday the 13th or what it was, but it was beyond crazy in there. And of course it rained. But it's Florida, it could rain at any time, so I'm not gonna let that discourage me. But yeah, the parties do tend to be a little bit more crowded than they used to be. So that's also another little thing to consider. But anyway, please subscribe to my channel. Please like and comment this video and let me know what else you want me to talk about and share with you guys. I go to Disney all the time and I have a wealth of Disney knowledge in my brain, just like waiting to explode. So ask me. I would love to share with you guys. So yeah, mahalo for watching. Nina out.